Greetings, everyone. This is your boy, Bobia, 1984, coming to you with another one of those WWE2K16 gameplay. And folks, I have to apologize. It's been a while since I knocked one of these out, and hell, it's been a while since I've actually played this game. I've been entrenched in that COD Black Ops 3, but I had to come back to this, man. I love this game. I don't know if people still love playing it, but man, I love playing this game. It's still fun, and I'm just gonna be honest with you, it's the first time I've played in a while, so I'm not gonna be as sharp as I usually am, like with my counters and my like move variety, and like, you know, just trying to tell a story. You know, something that the WWE is struggling to do nowadays. They're struggling to tell stories with their booking and with their in-ring workers. And just recently, folks, we had the Survivor Series pay-per-view, which is supposedly one of WWE's top 4 flagship pay-per-views of the year. It's usually WrestleMania, the Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, and SummerSlam. And last night, or I guess I could say last night, because I'm recording this today. It should be going live today. So I'm gonna go just say Sunday's Survivor Series, in my opinion, was a joke. It was a joke. Now, I don't get to watch every Monday Night Raw or Thursday SmackDown or Main Event or Superstars or NXT. I don't get to watch all of those things. You know, it's kind of tough. But what I do is I read about, you know, the highlights, and I watch some of the highlights on WWE's YouTube channel, so I can see, you know, what happened, because I just can't watch 3 hours worth of Monday Night Raw, and I don't have time on Thursdays to really watch SmackDown. So I just kind of get the information. But as you can see, I'm continuing my career mode with my boy, your mama's boyfriend. I'm facing Wade Barrett here. We're both in the Intercontinental Championship rankings. I'm third, and I don't know, he's 4th or 5th. So this is a very important match in my young main roster career here. But yeah, as I was saying though, Survivor Series was a joke, and here's why. So going in to Survivor Series, I knew that we had the tournament for the WWE, you know, the vacant WWE title that Seth Rollins had to vacate because of his injury. So I knew Roman Reigns had to face Del Rio in the semifinals match, and I knew Ambrose had to face Kevin Owens. After that, I knew The Undertaker and his brother Kane had to face 2 of the 4 members of the Wyatt family. I knew that. I knew Paige was facing Charlotte for the Divas Championship. I knew that. After that, I couldn't have told you what matches I was going to see for Survivor Series. And the problem is, Survivor Series, their gimmick is the 5-on-5 or 4-on-4 Survivor Series single elimination match. How do you go into Survivor Series and no one knows who the participants are? And I get it. Seth Rollins' injury messed things up. We just found out that Cesaro is going to be out 4 to 6 months because he tore his rotator cuff. I get all of these things, but this is a business here, man. You got to have, from what I hear, and I said this in one of my previous commentaries, they got 20-some odd writers. You got Vince McMahon that's been doing this. You got Michael Hayes backstage. I think Michael Hayes is still there. Kevin Dunn. You got all of these guys. Triple H is back there. All these guys who've been in the wrestling business for a long time. Oh! I almost didn't kick out. You got all these guys that's been part of the wrestling business all this time. You're telling me they can't work together with these writers and put together stories for the mid-card? 'Cause that's the thing. I get why Seth Rollins in the World Heavyweight title picture would be a little crazy, but you tell me that you can't build around the mid-card rivalries and in the tag team division. That's the problem. Like, okay, I get it. That part is sour, but you gotta be able to get some of the other stuff going, and that for me is why I get so frustrated. And if you're like me, it's 3 things I'm looking for. Well, actually, is it 3 or 2? Maybe 3. Now, I'm not 100% into the star ratings of a match. You know, hell, just the eye test alone tells me what a match should be. If it's one of my favorite matches of all time, if it's a top 5. I mean, when you grade a match, for me, I'm looking at it like this: is it good enough to be up there with Undertaker and Shawn Michaels WrestleMania first encounter? Is it good enough to be up there with Shawn Michaels versus Bret Hart at WrestleMania 12? Is it good enough? You know, I rank them with some of those, and that's hard to do that. But when I'm looking at matches, I'm going, man, where does those matches rank? And some people will say that the Survivor Series had some solid matches, and some did, but none that really stood out. Now, I'm gonna just go ahead and say this. I think I'm a top 5 Roman Reigns hater. I think I am, because no matter how much I respect how hard he's worked over the year and how he's tried to improve his character and his in-ring ability, no matter what, I still just don't like. I like him as a person, but I just don't like the Roman Reigns gimmick. Because I just see John Cena 2.0 every time, you know, and I'm trying to look past it. But look at this. Last, Sunday he faced Del Rio in the semifinals match, right? And some people were telling me, man, that was such a solid match. Del Rio and Roman put it together. Good match. I think it's hard for me to get into it because I already know the outcome. I know that Roman Reigns is progressing. I know he's moving past Del Rio. So for me, no matter what happened, I couldn't get into none of the Del Rio near falls. Not even when he put the crossbar on, when he did the little backstabber move, when he kicked him in the head. I just couldn't get behind it because I just knew no matter what Del Rio did, he was going to be losing that match. And that's the problem with the Roman Reigns matches. I never feel like Roman Reigns is going to lose. Now, you look at Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens match. I got into that because it was action-packed, and I wasn't sure if they were going to go with Dean Ambrose winning and facing Roman, or if they were going to surprise me and have Kevin Owens win. And that's why I was able to get into that match, because I was going, holy crap, either one of these guys can proceed. I didn't have that feeling with Roman Reigns' match. I was just like, well, he's going to survive everything Del Rio does, and that's going to be it. Is Roman's going to move on, and that hurts his matches for me. And even looking back when he fought Daniel Bryan at Fastlane last year, right before WrestleMania, I had a feeling that Roman was going to be winning that match. No matter what Daniel Bryan did, it just felt like Roman was going to kick out at everything, because they're trying so hard to push Roman as the top babyface, and I'm rejecting it. I really am. I'm rejecting it because it just doesn't feel organic like how Daniel Bryan's rise was, where he just kept pushing and pushing. No matter how many times he got screwed, the crowd just was there with him the whole time. I don't feel like that with Roman Reigns. When Roman Reigns get close and he fails, I'm happy. And most of the crowd is happy too. Just look when he came out for his match against Del Rio. He got booed out of the building, you know? I mean, I couldn't hear it that much because it seemed like they turned down the audio whenever he comes out. But he's getting booed. He's getting cheers. And it's just not like how John Cena is just, super John Cena cheers and super, cheers against him. No, this is kind of like, gosh, we don't want you, Roman. And this is where it comes into play with the booking and the writing. It's just not believable. And they're struggling. And that's, I think, why the ratings are down. Because, as I was saying, I don't care about the star ratings. I'm more, give me your angle first. How's the angle? What is the story that you're telling me? You have to want me to invest in your story. And if I don't invest in your story, it's like, okay, here's your last chance. Give me a good work rate. Give me a good work rate. Give me a good match. Give me something that has me on the edge of my seat where I don't know who's going to win. And then you got me, But I just don't feel like that with most of these matches. I mean, even look. I knew exactly what was going to happen. They had the Survivor Series match, right? They finally had, it was the New Day, the 3 New Day members, Sheamus and Wade Barrett versus, who did they go against? The Usos. It was somebody. Was it the Usos? I'm starting to get the pre-show mixed up with the top show. I know it was Ryback. I think it was Ryback, the Ryback, the Lucha Dragons, and the Usos, right? That was your 5. And the moment Sheamus was left by himself, I told my wife, I looked at my wife and I said, babe, watch what's going to happen. Sheamus is going to be embarrassed. He's going to lose his match, and he's going to come out, and he's going to come out, and he's going to win. He's going to win the title from Roman Reigns. And she's like, you think so? You think so? I was like, yeah. She's like, why? I love that hunk of man, that hair and that thing. And that's why I think I start really hating Roman Reigns more and more. It's people like my wife. Oh, that hunk of a man. Oh, look at his hair. Oh, look at those eyes. I can't get behind that. I want Roman. I'm only be happy with Roman turning heel. And I even told her, I said, babe, look at this. Look when his cousin The Rock turned heel. I said, babe, He had the leather vest, the leather pants, he had the leather shades. He came out, he was the Hollywood movie star. He did the whole live concert in Sacramento, like leading up to the WrestleMania match against Stone Cold. The crowd booed. They couldn't help but cheer him because he was so funny. Like that was one of the best segments I've ever seen. And then you look at Rikishi. When he turned heel, Rikishi, leather this, shades this, I'm a bad man. Dum, 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 dum. Like he had the theme song. I keep telling my wife, like, babe, why don't, not just my wife, but other people, why don't they just embrace the heat that Roman is taking and just make him a villain, make him a heel? Put him and the Usos together in the stable like they had the... I say this over and over. Let them use Rikishi's Batman theme song. Come out with the shades. They got the greasy long hair, so put the shades on. Come out with the leather, all the leather clad, badass look. And then embrace the heel. Because he's a natural... I think Roman is better as a badass heel. Like, he has to be a heel. He just doesn't... Like, they try and turn him into the babyface, the shaking their hands, the embracing the crowd, and he's trying to talk. It just isn't working for him. That's just not his strong suit. That's just not working for him. So it's time to put a plug. I get it. They want him to be the next top babyface. It's just not working. And again, they played it safe. They didn't turn Dean heel. They didn't turn Roman heel. They just had him spear Triple H and kind of do the, I'm gonna, I did this on my own, blah blah blah. And then they had Sheamus come out. So Sheamus is now, because I didn't want to see Sheamus with the belt either, but I'd rather see Sheamus have it than Roman. I know sooner or later Roman is going to win it. I get it. Sooner or later he has to become the champ. But at the end of the day, when they finally have him win it, I don't think me or any of the fans are really going to be as hyped and juiced as they were when Daniel Bryan finally overcame everything the Authority threw, all the screw jobs, all the things that Daniel Bryan went through. I don't think the crowd is going to feel that way for Roman, no matter what they do. I just don't see that happening. And that's why I say why is it so hard for the writers and the bookers to get all of this together? Why is it such of an issue for them to figure this out? I was thinking with the Seth Rollins injury and the Randy Orton injury and John Cena being gone, Brock Lesnar being gone, and now Cesaro being gone, another workhorse. You would think they'd go, okay, guys, we gotta really figure this out. You would think they'd take more risk and really invest in building more than one or two guys. Because there's another problem. Going away from Roman and Dean and all them. Bray Wyatt. Oh my gosh, hold on. I'm about to lose this match. Bray Wyatt is now a running joke. I am a huge Bray Wyatt fan, but gosh, if he isn't the biggest joke in the industry right now. He talks and talks and talks and talks and never backs it up. And it's not his fault. I don't know why the bookers and the writers are doing this to him, but he doesn't win any feuds. This could have been a perfect... I know it was celebrating Undertaker's 25 years. I get that, but there could have been a better way to help build Bray. It had to be, because what's the point now? He's 0-2 against Undertaker. So what was the point? What was the point of this? What was the point of this feud? Why did we even go through this whole situation? He has his stable. He has his people, but yet they're not doing anything. Nothing's coming of Bray. He's just now to the point he lost all credibility. He's just talking and talking and talking. He wins no feuds. Like, he's such a unique character. He's organically over with the crowd as a heel. I mean, look what happens when he comes out. Every time he comes out, everyone turns on their phone lights and everyone's with them. The follow the buzzers thing. I think they just need to go ahead and turn him babyface. Have the family turn against him, and just have him just wreck shop as a babyface, so they can just try to erase all the bad things they've done to him. And it just goes back to writing and booking. I just don't understand. I just don't understand why. Like, I'm like at a loss of words right now. What's happening? And folks, I'm so sorry I'm going so long. Please, in the comments section, please tell me, how would you write, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Bray Wyatt? How would you fix these issues that the writing team is having and the bookers are having with booking these guys? And why is the WWE struggling to elevate these youngsters? Why are they having such an issue doing it? I just need to understand this. I just need to understand what the problem is. So please, in the comment section, I love talking to you guys. I love reading your comments, whether you agree with me or disagree with me. I just love getting your feedback. But that was a long, hard fought match. That was storytelling at its finest right there. Look at that, 5 stars. Folks, again, hopefully the WWE is going somewhere with these storylines with Roman Reigns and Dean and Bray Wyatt. But until next time, we